Center Tiger Basketball on KCLY is brought to you in part by Farmway Co-op, Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement, Ray's Apple Market, Patterson's Health Mart Pharmacy and Radio Shack, United Bank and Trust, Hanson Ford of Clay Center, and Central Valley Ag.
Back once again in Minneapolis, Rocky Downer along with Wonk Wallace. Harry Carlson joined us here tonight as well, and our studio engineer is Chase Elliott. The Clay Center Tigers coming in off their first win of the season on Friday night at home against the Chapman Irish. Really just put together a solid ball game. Coach Williams said there were stretches. They still were not where they want to be on some things, but he said they have continued to take strides in a good direction. One of the things I even talked with him about was having a bit of a bounce in the step coming off your first win. He goes, yeah, there was, but these guys are just coming to work every day and wanted to get better in the gym, in the practice arena, and he said they were back on Monday wanting to get better again. He said he loved their attitude.
Well, you've got to believe, said or not, it's got to be a nice bounce in their step to get that win, and that was huge for them. They've got the talent to put some of these teams away, and sometimes you just got to get over that hump and prove it, and prove it to yourself, and go for two in a row.
It's an old line to say you got to learn how to win, but there's a whole lot of truth to it, and it is in any sport. I don't care what you play.
Oh yeah, and there's been a game or two that they maybe should have won earlier this year that didn't turn out that way because they didn't find a way to win, and now they know they can put it away. They know they can finish people off, and that's a good feeling to have, and now they just got to go out and do it again.
I asked Coach Williams his scouting report on Minneapolis. He said, well, I've looked at two different films. They look like two completely different ball teams. He said, so we're going to try to take care of what we can take care of. On the offensive end, they've kind of gone back to maybe a little bit, as he put it, leaving less options in the offense. Kind of ball man screen, ball on screen, and see if you can make something happen and read quicker than what they were doing early in the season. He said he thinks it's helped them a lot. He said that defensively they just want to be sure to get a body on someone every time the shot goes up. Defensive rebound, he says, is huge for this team to be successful.
Yeah, and you talk about simplifying offense a little bit. Sometimes it's pretty nice to just not have to think, just play, just do, and you can things move quicker that way and sometimes go better. So that's a good thing.
Starting lineups look like this for Minneapolis. Josh Macy leads the way, about 8.5 points per ball game. He's a 6-foot senior. 5'10" junior Gavin Rothenberger. You have Brandon Wolf, a 5'9" junior. Gage Mortimer, a 6'1" senior. And John Kelly, a 6'3" senior down inside, who has been a part of this team throughout his 4 years with the Minneapolis Lions. The Tigers go with Ethan Rosine, who will jump as the center circle. Felix Carlson. You have Bo Richardson, Brady Hamill, who's been a bit of a tear. He was in foul trouble Friday and still got to double digits, and Lane Libby. The Tigers start on defense, and they start in a man-to-man. Minneapolis has it out on the wing right to Mortimer. Now out top, they swing it left to Macy. Josh Macy looking low for Kelly inside the lane. He takes it up strong inside against Rosine, and John Kelly has an early bucket for Minneapolis. Left and deep, Bo Richardson. Richardson had another solid night scoring the ball, and he's become one of those leaders on both ends of the floor, able to handle the basketball well, and will come and defend just about anybody. Minneapolis in a man-to-man. They packed in the lane a little bit. Lane Libby's going to dribble attack all the way to the paint. Fingertip roll is good. Magic puts the Tigers on the board at the 2-2 tie. Macy the other direction, off balance. Leader rolls in. They'll call the blocking foul, and Josh Macy will push it. And we see him here get to the paint, draw the bump, and he's got a chance at the hoop and harm, and the foul against Clay Center's Lane Libby.
Well, he sure did that time. If Clay Center wasn't realizing how fast he'll push it up the floor, they do now, and they'll probably be ready for it next time.
And we kind of caught them napping with their backs turned just a little bit, did Macy. He makes the free throw. It's 5-2. Clay Center caught a double team. Bo Richardson just into the front court, gets rid of it now to Libby. Rifling the deep is Brady Hamill. He looks down inside, but his pass batted away. Minneapolis has it back with a 3-point lead. Macy at the right sideline to Wolf. He'll kick it back out deep for Kelly around left. Trying to post it in low is Rothenberg. Now they'll bring it back outside into the hands of Brandon Wolf with the basketball. He'll give it off to Macy. Libby's got that assignment. Lane picked up that first foul defensively in transition. Here's a lob down inside. Kelly hits the first bucket of the game and now hits his second, and a foul called on Ethan Rosine. And Rosine got caught behind Kelly twice now, and he's taken advantage, made the bucket first time, makes it here, and gets the foul.
Yeah, and that's 3 buckets in the paint here in the first minute and a half. Coaches have to be thinking about that.
7-2, they trail. The free throw from Kelly on its way is strong. Rebound. Livey has it. Able to shield off Rothenberger, who was going for it. Richardson left baseline. Kick out for Livey. He had a dribble drive and a lay-in through the defense. The first bucket for Clay Center on their opening possession. Now here's Hamill. Spin move left side. He'll pull the trigger. Left wing. No good. Rebound. Battled for. Kelly has it. Outlet pass. Minneapolis wanted to push it again. Here's a spin and a Payne Wolf, and he travels with the basketball. Defense by Bo Richardson in transition. 7-2. Clay Center down by 5, and it'll be Tiger basketball. Length of the floor to go. Minneapolis drops back to half court to check man-to-man. Lane Livey brings it across, looks left, and hands it off to Bo Richardson. In man-to-man defense, Richardson out near the timeline. Couple of dribbles. Now spins it back near the left sideline to Livey. Rosine, ball fake, he'll dribble drive. He takes it up. No. Carlson stick back. He's fouled. And Caleb Carlson will step to the free throw line to shoot 2. Big offensive board on the posting side of Carlson.
Well, it was a good move by Ethan. He just couldn't finish, and then Caleb gets the rebound, takes it up strong, puts together the free throw line.
You like efficiency, just about everything. Wonk, I know that. Been around you long enough. Caleb had a 4 for 5 night from the field on Friday, and was finished with 8 points in the ball game. Nearly got himself in the double digits. He just knows where to be, and they did the same thing right there. 80% for 30. First free throw was good. Second one off the mark. Rebound away to Minneapolis. 7-3. Tigers down by a couple of buckets. Macy to Rothenberger. He'll kick it outside now. And it's given right side on the wing deep to David Johns with a jump ball inside. Rosine this trip, able to get around the bigger Kelly, body-wise that is, and tie it up. And the arrow belongs to Clay Center. So it'll be Tiger basketball. Across the timeline comes Livey. Right on the wing, Richardson. Now to Brady Hamill, left and deep. Lane Livey starts the dribble attack. Now left open from 15, but he shot it strong. Rebound comes off to Gage Mortimer of Minneapolis. Right side wing and deep is Josh Macy. Back out top, Rosine, the takeaway. The run out against Kelly. He's bumped and fouled, and Rosine's going to get to the free throw line. Quick hands of Ethan Rosine. He was taking advantage of twice inside the paint wall. He's come back and tied one up for a jump ball, and now the breakaway.
And they're calling that on the floor, I guess. I thought he was going to go to the line, but yeah, good takeaway, good strong move for the hoop. They must have got him on the floor. So Richardson to inbound. Ian Rotman had checked in during the break with a foul call down the lane. And they call this on Caleb Carlson trying to set a down screen on the inbound play. And the quick whistle on the outside gives the basketball back to Minneapolis. 5:10 to work opening quarter. Right side wing and deep is David Johns. Out top, they swing it around to the left wing. Macy's three, no good. The rebound off to Ian Rotman. Tigers have it back. Down court quickly. Rotman has it beyond the arc at the free throw line. Rosine to the baseline right to Livey. Rosine tried to repost. Not there. Outside it comes to Richardson. So dribble attack. In the corner is Rotman. Now to Rosine near the free throw line. Left wing and deep for Rotman. Lobbing it inside for Carlson. Ball batted to the baseline by Kelly. And out of bounds to Minneapolis. Or to Clay Center. They'll keep it on their offensive end. So the basketball goes to Clay Center. Near the corner, they'll inbound on the baseline. Richardson way out deep. It comes to Rotman. Now to Livey. Rosine posting it. They'll skip it right, looking for Richardson overthrown. And the basketball goes back to Minneapolis now. The Tigers with the turnover in the half court. Coach Kelly Williams wants to talk this over. We'll take a timeout as well. You're listening to Tiger Basketball at 100.9.
Being a student athlete means carrying great responsibility because you represent not only yourself, but also your family, school, and community. Taking pride in academics is as important as taking pride in athletics. So whether in the classroom or on the court or field, develop passion for what you do. Be determined in your endeavors and work hard to achieve your goals. These qualities will help you succeed and find fulfillment now and in the next chapters of your life. We're proud to stand behind you, Tigers. We're Clay County National Bank, member FDIC.
7-3 ball game here. Tigers down. Minneapolis with the basketball. Tigers getting a timeout to the sideline after that last offensive possession. Now some full court pressure. Rosine and Richardson in the front court. Lane Nichols has it. To Mortimer, still in the backcourt, nearing the 10 count, brings it across. Now down to the lane. They get it to Kelly, and he's got his third field goal down inside the paint. This out of transition. The Tigers now trail 9-3. Libby lobs it down inside. Here's Roteman in the paint. His shot won't go. Rebound comes off to Kelly of Minneapolis. What a look from Libby, but unable to finish inside the paint that time with Ian Roteman. David Johns off to Nichols out top. Richardson on him. Man-to-man by both teams. Johns has it left wing. Kelly trying to post. Cut off inside by Rosine. Mortimer, kick out left. Johns again looking low. Rosine now really working hard to get around in front on Kelly, who's had some big buckets down inside early. 9-3 ball game here. 3:40 to work first quarter. Here's Nichols down inside, and he drops it off the glass. Lane Nichols has his first points, and the Tigers now down 8 all of a sudden. So Richardson weaves his way up the court against Nichols. Now toward the baseline, drives, takes the shot on his way in. The foul's going to be called. Oh, they call this on Richardson with the clear out as he got the bump on the baseline. And they say he cleared out with his offhand. The official, Coach Williams, asking for an explanation, and I would do the same if I was him. But I really thought he was going to the
Yeah, it sure looked like it from here. It was at the other end, and he kind of on the opposite end of the floor. And they said he kind of get his elbow.
Tigers have Caleb Siebold checking in. Brady Hamill back out there as well. Richardson, Roseman, and Libby on the court, along with those two. Out top is Johns to Macy, right side wing. Siebold on him. Here's Mortimer. Kicks it left, out deep to Wolf. Richardson starting there. They go down in the paint. Now to Macy. Siebold out to defend on the three. Now the dribble penetration. Macy kicks it off right, but it's through the hands of Gavin Rothenberger. And the Tigers get it back with 3 to go. First quarter down 11-3. Brady Hamill into Lane Libby. And the Tigers with the basketball trailing by 8. Richardson left and deep. Holds outside. Now drives toward the paint. Stops. They leave him alone for a second. He'll drop it off further in the paint to Brady Hamill, who takes it up in a pack. The Hammerhead has his first point, and it's 11-5. Good decision by Richardson to find Hamill in the paint. Rothenberger gives it right on the wing deep. They go to Wolf. Now to Macy inside the paint. His lay-in is up and down. Siebold got there a little late, but got a hand on the basketball, and Macy still finished it. He has 5. Play center again down by 8 points. Here's Richardson, the drive. The shot, no. Rebound tipped by Siebold. Picked up by John. He'll bring it up the 4 left sideline. Hands it away to Mortimer. 2:15 to work. Play center trailing here, 13-5. Macy wide open for 3. No good. Rebound weak side. Ian Roteman. Now to Siebold. Siebold pushes it across the timeline and gives it off to Roteman. Right side wing and deep is Libby to the post. Hamill back to the bucket. Turns, spins. Can't get a shot away. Needs help. Fires it outside deep to Libby. 1:54 to work. We're in the opening quarter. Tigers trail 13-5. Left wing and deep Roteman to the post. Hamill makes his way in the lane. Takes it up. Partially blocked. Rebound comes away to Minneapolis. Here's Mortimer. Almost lost the handle. To Macy, attacks the paint, kick out left for Wolf. He'll make his way to the paint, jump stop at the free throw line, then kick out to Mortimer. 90 seconds to go in the opening quarter. 13-5, Minneapolis the lead. Right wing and deep is John. Here's Wolf out top. Left-handed 3 ball is strong. Rebound to Lane Libby. Tigers have it again. Libby across the timeline. Trouble handling it. And gets it off to Roven. He'll attack the paint. Laying off glass, no. Rebound tipped. Siebold kept it alive, then Roven. Now Siebold with it, falling away, gets it, kick ball in. Tough shot by Caleb Siebold, who has 3 now. Gretchen has his first 2 of the ball game. A great want-to on that trip down offensively. Now Macy answers quickly on the other end for Minneapolis. Tigers down 15-7. Libby hands it off to Hamill. Left and deep, Richardson. Libby wanting to post inside, so they'll kick it out to Roteman. Here's Siebold. Ball faking the drive. Dumps it off low, looking for Hamill. Ball just wasn't there connected between those two. Tipped away and taken by Minneapolis. Here's Macy toward the lane. Kick out right side wing. David Johns for 3 is up and no good. And on the rebound box out, Ian Rodeman's going to be called for the foul. It's after the shot, and so basketball goes on the sideline to Minneapolis.
Well, Ian's not like it. I didn't see it. Left his hand, and basically eyes go with the ball,
right?
And it happened out across the three-point line, but it must have been after the shot because Minneapolis has to take it out of bounds.
Thought John's on the floor sliding backward, but it doesn't mean there was a lot of contact. But on the box out, they do protect the shooter. If he open with the shot from that angle, they don't want you going in boxing hard. So we'll assume that's what the situation was. 15 to work. Macy has it for Minneapolis. The Tigers trailing 15-7. 10 seconds to go first quarter. Here's Macy, left baseline. Pull-up jumper is good, and he's off to a huge start with 9 first quarter points. Lane Lively at the buzzer, three-pointer. Yes! Magic drains one at the point, and the Tigers, who fell behind by 10, right back within 7. We're headed to the second 8 minutes here in Minneapolis. Tigers trail 17-10 when we return.
When you shop at Ray's Apple Market, don't be surprised at all the lower-priced items you'll find in every aisle. It's just part of bringing more savings to you every day, every week. Your money will go farther when you shop at Ray's Apple Market, as they have over 1,000 grocery items and household products at new lower prices. Ray's Apple Market continues to bring you value, quality, and service to ensure customers get the best of what they have to offer. This is, after all, your town, your store.
Debenham Electric Heating and Air has the experience to properly diagnose and repair any electrical problem. They can handle electrical wiring on residential, commercial, and ag projects. They also specialize in heating and air systems. They'll make sure your heating unit and AC are running at peak performance, or install a new unit to heat or cool your home comfortably. Next time you need a reliable electrician, give Debenham Electric Heating and Air a call. Serving Clay, Washington, Riley, and Cloud counties.
1 quarter in the books. The Tigers find themselves at 17-10. What a huge bucket, though. Lane Lively beats the buzzer for 3 to get to single digits. It proved big. This ball game moves along. Tigers come out 3-2 zone to start the second period. Cade Wallace at the point of 3-2. Richardson and Lively on the wings. Carlson and Rosine down low. 7:44 just underway. Second period. 17-10. And the Tigers trail by that 7-point margin. Short corner right. It goes to Rothenberger. Now around left to David Johns. He'll back it out. Tigers zone defense here. Now the pull-up jumper, John Kelly. 8 first half points for Kelly. 9 first quarter points from Josh Macy. That's the bulk of the scoring from both sides. Here's Lively to Carlson. Blocked, no foul. Rebound to Rosine, tied up. And the arrow does belong to Clay Center. Carlson slipping in a crowd. Got it up off the rim. Wanted a foul, didn't get it. Baseline left, Cade Wallace fakes the 3, steps in. He's called for traveling on his way by a defender. 19-10, just underway in the second period. Minneapolis has the 9-point edge. Full court pressure now by the Tigers. It comes into Johns, double team by Rosine and Wallace very quickly. Around left to Nichols. Double team again. Now still in the backcourt. Minneapolis, and they lose it out of bounds. An unforced turnover. You could maybe hear the clock ticking in their head on 10 seconds. Good job by Clinton at a time. Minneapolis is not ready for that. And gets the ball right back. Down by 9. It'll be Lively to inbound from the sideline. To the backcourt it goes for Cade Wallace. Lane Nichols out on him. Wallace works it across with the dribble. Goes right on the wing deep. Lively has it poked away. Then knocked toward the backcourt. Mortimer brings it across and controls it for Minneapolis. Now Wallace nearly takes it back, and we will get a reach-in foul called against Cade Wallace out on the perimeter. 19-10 with 6:50 to work. The foul against the Tigers is their 5th team foul. 2 whistled against Minneapolis thus far. And the Tigers will stay on defense here, down by a 19-10 margin. Here's a drive left baseline. Mortimer up, no good. Rebound pulled away inside. Bucket for John Kelly, who now has 10 in the ball game. And the basketball will go to the free throw stripe with a chance at hoop and harm. call this on Cade Wallace on a reach down low. It's his second very quick foul on this same offensive possession for Minneapolis. So 21-10, the lead grows to double digits for the first time for the Lions. The free throw strike is Kelly, and he has had a huge first half, now with 11 points in this first half of play. Eating it up down inside the lane. Here's Bo Richardson, off right to Cade Wallace. Wallace brings it around left the lane, Libby. Libby backs it out. Wing right. Richardson, three-point attempt up, strong. Weak side board tip. Cade Wallace comes up with it. Cade in the corner left. Skip right. Baseline inside. Shot up off glass. No good by Enking, who just come in. And now the rebound to Caleb Carlson. So good activity by the freshman out there, Walt, because we get a chance to see him for the first time at the varsity level.
That was a good athletic move, and just rolled off with a good, strong rebound by Caleb Carlson.
Carlson then was fouled, but on the floor to Cade Wallace. He'll drive right. Stops, ball fakes. Out deep it comes to Libby. 22-10. Tigers down by a dozen with the basketball. 5:55 to go in the second period. Here's the move to the top of the key by Wallace. Back to the wing right. Lane Libby drives, shovels it off to Carlson. Now to Wallace up top. Back in the corner right. Libby takes three. Steps in, pulls from 15 feet. It's strong. Carlson, again, nearly an offensive board. It's pulled down by Lane Nichols of Minneapolis. And we have a timeout taken by the Lions sideline as they were going in transition. 22-10, Tigers trail here in Minneapolis when we come back.
Bulk fill planters are big on efficiency, but all that extra weight increases the risk of soil compaction. The Kinsey 3600 with hydraulic weight transfers evens things out. The weight of the planter is evenly distributed across the entire toolbar, so you get the productivity of planting with bulk fill while reducing soil compaction and maintaining consistent seed depth. Bulk up while watching your weight. Come see the Kinsey 3600 today at Bruna Implement Company in Marysville, Washington, and Clay Center, or go to kinsey.com.
Clay Center Tigers down 22-10. And the Minneapolis Lions will have the basketball. That timeout was taken by Minneapolis as they were racing down for another transition try. Josh Macy has it. It's the Tiger 2-3 zone defense. Down on the left baseline is Wolf. Now they'll skip it back out deep to David Johns. Right to Macy. Back left. Pioneer to get it. Brandon Wolf. Now skip back to Macy again. His shot on the way, right wing for three, no good. Rebound inside. Great position, Ian Rothman. And over the back will go Minneapolis. Either Mortimer or Kelly will be called for that foul. And it is on Kelly, his second. So it's a big opportunity for maybe Clay Center to take advantage of the big guy being on the sideline. He's been big. Clay Center with the basketball. Cade Wallace will bring it down. Tigers have Richardson, Hamill, Atkinson, Enking, along with Roteman out there. 22-10. Wallace with a dribble against Wolf. And now the ball nearly picked away. It is taken. And then Clay Center will be called for the reach-in. Roteman trying to get it back after it was taken away on the sideline. So to the other end, free throw opportunities for Minneapolis as they're in the bonus.
So I got a question on Ian Roteman's last time down.
Yeah.
He got the rebound, but they fouled him. Shot question. Does he get a rebound?
Gets the rebound.
Okay, I get it. Okay.
You bet. Especially with that kind of position.
Yeah.
And the pain that he took while he was getting that board. And
I was going to give it to him anyway. I just wasn't sure it was right.
Absolutely. Free throw line here for Minneapolis, a 1-on-1 chance. Front end misses. Brady Hamill the rebound. It's going to be knocked out of his hands, but out of bounds. Tigers keep it down by a dozen. Caleb Seabold in. He will bring it across. Right side wing, Lane Libby. He works it out to the top of the key now. Looks low, not there to Bo Richardson. Anthony Atkinson Enking trying to post it down low. He's a freshman. If you haven't recognized the name before, 6'3", and very active out there early. Had a shot early on and able to get it down. Here's Libby in the paint, caught, gets it outside now to Richardson. Right side wing is Seabold. Caleb holds there. Screen coming. No. Now Brady Hamill comes to the screen. Seabold comes left side. Top of the key stops. Gets rid of it now to Richardson. 4:10 to go. Tigers have had the ball a long time, but no looks near the bucket. Richardson now takes it to the lane. Tried to dump it off to Hamill. Picked up by Seabold. He'll take it toward the baseline right. And King comes up with it, and it'll be out of bounds as he's trying to gather it in as they go wide, and is put across the out-of-bounds line on the sideline. So 22-10, midway point second quarter. Tigers down by a dozen. Both teams struggling a touch here in the second quarter to score. Tigers were down 17-10 at the end of the first period. Macy, wild shot, no good. Rebound to Richardson. Bo will bring down the board, give it away to Lane Lively. Lane has 5 points to lead the Tigers. No look pass inside Siebel. Ball fake strip. Takes it up anyway. Siebel has 4. What a look from Lively, and then a tremendous finish by Caleb Siebel inside. And Siebel's going to be called for the foul after cutting the lead 10. And it'll be free throws on the other end once more for Minneapolis. 1-1 chance.
That was a pretty good move by Caleb inside. He was in there with 2 guys bigger than him. It's just sure willpower. He kind of put it up with a little spin on it, put it in the boot.
19 foul against the Tigers. 4 whistled against Minneapolis in the first half. Free throw line. Wolf misses on the front end. Now the rebound. Atkinson King brings it down inside. Anthony, good box on the shooter that time. Sometimes you don't get that shooter boxed out well enough, but he did do the foul. 15 fouls, 22-12 with 3.5 to work. It'll be Caleb Siebold who will bring it up the floor for the Tigers. Down by 10, but a chance to cut it back to single digits. Here's Richardson. He has Wolf out on him. Works at left baseline. Hands it off to Siebold. Top of the key, Lively hit a 3 at the buzzer first quarter. This one rims off, and the rebound away to Minneapolis. Left wing, David John folds it outside. Siebold pressuring. Gives away to Josh Macy. 3 minutes to go first half. Tigers trailing 22-12. Left wing and deep, John. And skip pass nearly taken away by Richardson. He just couldn't quite get a handle on it. Off to Macy. Now in the corner left, John's 3-point attempts. And he drains this one. He missed one earlier. Drills it here from the left baseline. The lead back to 13. Siebold to Lively, right wing. Looking in low for Hamill, and then Mitch Reed just overthrew him. And the basketball goes back the other direction. It will be Minneapolis possession, and they lead it by 13 here. Lead for the floor to go. Tigers have been held to 2 points in the second period. In the backcourt, Nichols still in the backcourt, placing it with some pressure. The Lions do get it across now. And outside is Nichols. Right side wing, David Johns. Posting in low for Minneapolis, Case McKinney. Now the ball's going to be taken away on the entry. Down court, Richardson attacks the paint. Up strong, bucket good. Bo knows transition. His first points of the night. And the Tigers trail 25-11. Full court pressure again. Macy down court. To the lane. Lobs it off right baseline to Nichols. Back out top. Johns hit his last 3. Won't take it here. The drive by Macy. Wild shot, no good. Rebound to Atkinson King. 25-14. Minneapolis. Tigers have it. Left wing and deep. This will be Bo Richardson. Pressured by Nichols. Gets the screen. Tried to drop it back off. The ball loose. Siebold tipped it, but it's Minneapolis with 2-on-2 in the other direction. Mortimer over Lively. No. Rebound comes down to David Johns. Siebold called for the reach-in on the rebound try. And the free throw line again for Minneapolis. It will be Josh Macy who has the chance here at the stripe. This will be a double bonus, the 10th team foul against the Tigers. Macy 1 for 1 at the line. He has 9 points that all came in the first quarter. Misses on the free throw and stays at 9. Siebold out, Wallace in.
Minneapolis 2 for 5 from the line so far. And only 1 for 2. Not a lot of free throw shots in the first half.
Morgan Chestnut in for the Tigers here with 1:29 to go in the second period. The stripe is David. Check that. It was David Johns, not Macy. The rebound as he missed on both. Tigers have it back down by 11. Chance to cut it back to single digits one more time. Cade Wallace at the point. Takes it right, moves it left. Now back right. Crosses over. Lost it for a moment. Kicks it out, and a foul call on the reach on Minneapolis. It'll be their 16th foul. The next one will put the Tigers in the bonus. Minute 17 to go, second period. Tigers trailing 25-14. Clay Center's basketball on the sideline. Lane Lively to inbound. Looks toward the baseline. It goes back court to Cade Wallace. Murph will bring it across against Lane Nickel. The hesitation move. Now goes wing right to Lively. Lane looking inside toward Chestnut. Morgan back to the bucket, turns, trying to get rid of it across paint. Taken back away by Chestnut, but he's called for the reach-in on the play. Morgan probably had a better look than he realized. He was trying to give it up to a teammate in the paint, and instead it was taken, and as he took it back, called for the reach-in.
Yeah, just in the game, one of those things, he'd have been in there about a minute longer. He probably just would have stuffed that up, but, trying to get adapted to the game. Macy at the stripe, 2 free throws coming, and he buries the first. So he has 10 points now, 9 of those coming in the first quarter. I had him shooting free throws last time. That was actually David John. So he's 2 for 2 at the stripe, making 3 for 3, and he has 11 points. Tigers down by 13, trying to break it off of the made free throw by the Lions. Lobbing so, Lively to Chestnut, and stepping out of bounds on the rebound was John Kelly. So the Tigers get a break. The basketball back with 55 to work, second period. Down by 13. So Richardson will inbound. Carlson and Chestnut at the free throw line. They go wing right. Lively for 3, his second of the ball game. He's got 8 points, and the Tigers right back within 10. 48 to work, second quarter. Nichols left on the wing, brings it out with a dribble, hands it off to Macy. Back to Nichols. 40 seconds to go, second period. Macy at the point, right wing. Johns thought about the three. Now Macy dribble attacks. Mid-lane jumper, pull up and good. Gets a soft roll up and in. He has 13. Tigers down by a dozen. Here's Richardson, attacks the paint. Kick out left baseline to Lively. Lane works his way toward the free throw line. Runner up short. Rebound to Mortimer. 17 seconds left first half. Mortimer to the front court, chased by Wallace. He gives it off to Macy now with 10 seconds to go, second quarter. 29-17 ball game. Macy to 6 with 5 to the paint, hangs in the air, drops another one in. He has 15, and Clay Center from half court, Cade Wallace ends the first half. They'll trail by 14. We're headed to halftime. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on 100.9.
Hey, Tiger fans, the lights are on, the team is ready, and the coaching staff has put together a successful game plan for tonight's game. Have you thought about your insurance game plan? This is Jim Gearham with Farmers Union Insurance. Let us help put together a game plan for all your insurance needs. We cover everything from cars, trucks, boats, and motorcycles to homes, combines, and businesses. We can even help insure your retirement. Stop by and see us at 426 Lincoln Avenue, downtown Clay Center. A proud supporter of Tiger Athletics.
Do you believe professionalism should be rewarded? When you find a contractor who shows up early, works long days, gets the job done on time with expertise, cleans up so well you can't tell they've been there except for the fact their work is finished and looking great, you know that's the only contractor you'll ever want to hire. These are words that an actual customer has used to describe McGee Roofing. The customer has used McGee Roofing twice and will again. Reward professionalism, hire McGee Roofing.
For brutally cold Kansas winters like ours, you don't need the performance of your fuel to drop. Not when you can fill up with winterized premium diesel fuels at Farmway-owned fueling sites. Unlike other winterized fuel, Farmway fueling sites contain a 50-50 blend with No. 1 diesel that gives you serious weather protection while optimizing power and fuel economy. So don't worry. Just fill up at a Farmway fueling site or request a 50-50 blend for your farm fuel deliveries.
The the living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in your Twin Valley digital TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit twinvalley.net/TVE to learn more.
Along with our studio engineer tonight, Chase Elliott, Rocky Downing, Lance Wallace, Kerry Carlson with us here in Minneapolis. The Clay Center Tigers find themselves down 14, 31-17 ball game. They kind of kept themselves really within reach. Not that 14 points is out of hand, but kind of let a couple of possessions slip down the stretch, and that cost them, I think.
Yeah, and right here in the last minute or so, Lane Libby's hit a couple of nice threes. He hit one at the end of the first quarter, right, to help us out, and he hit one there in the second quarter fairly late. But Minneapolis just shot the lights out. I mean, they're only 1 for 6 on the arc, but they're 12 out of 15 inside the arc. That's like 80%. Clay Center's going to have to do something to shut down their inside game or inside the paint.
Tigers fell behind 11-3 to start this ball game, and you kind of have a feeling, oh, we could really do something. It was all inside at that time with the big guy, John Kelly, and then Josh Macy had kind of found a rhythm there late second quarter to get into the lane and pull up with that little mid-range runner, and he got some of those to fall. And so the Tigers got some work to do, certainly, down 31-17. But I think defensively, Coach Williams would be frustrated as much, if not more, than offensively. I know everybody wants to score points, but 31 at halftime is not what he plans to do with this team defensively.
Well, to their credit, they really, they had a real tough time in the first quarter playing man-to-man. Minneapolis just got the ball inside them. They went to the zone in the second quarter, and they did a pretty good job of it, and they made Minneapolis make those 10 to 18-footers instead of 3 or 4-footers, and they were just still knocking them down. When they did make them shoot the three-pointers, Minneapolis didn't do a good job with that. So you might try to pack that zone in a little bit even more the second half, make them shoot even further from the outside.
Clog that lane up.
Yeah.
They don't like it when it's busy inside, when they can make moves in toward the paint, especially in transition. Minneapolis may be at their best. 31-17, Tigers do trail at halftime. Stay with us. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on 100.9.
Out with the old and in with the new, right? That's what the new year has a lot of people thinking. To demonstrate, I've replaced my assistant Roscoe with this lovely new assistant.
Hey!
But when it comes to your important files, discarding them is not a good idea.
Does that mean I get to stay?
Here at Central Office, we have business-sourced file storage boxes for both letter and legal-sized files at greatly reduced prices. With file storage boxes from Central Office and Clay Center, you can still take care of the old while filing the new.
Oh, thanks, boss.
How will your wheat crop make it through this winter? It's up to you to give it the best fighting chance and a jump on the spring growing season with a fall fertilizing application. Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales is ready with stabilized in 2 forms, field and site-specific variable rate technology, and custom application. With the experience of field specialists Brent, Allen, Darren, Kent, or Mike Green, they clearly understand the problems customers face. You can count on Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales.
Girton Propane has been providing services and employment opportunities since 1954. Continued growth keeps them on the lookout for qualified company and owner-operator drivers. If you're interested in joining the Girton team, call Andy at 800-232-0170. Girton transports liquid commodities throughout 48 states and is a recognized leader within the transport industry. Girton Propane is committed to excellence, safety, and quality service. Girton, the responsible choice.
Mortgage brokers, escrow, appraised value, inspections, loan-to-value, lock-in period. If you don't understand real estate, these terms can be frightening and stressful. But at Union State Bank, we can take you step by step through the entire process of buying a home or a farm. We can take you from the initial contract all the way to the closing table. We will handle all the paperwork right here in one place with efficiency and convenience. Make one stop from start to finish on your next farm or home loan at Union State Bank. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
31-17, halftime score here in Minneapolis. The Lions led by Josh Macy, a 6-foot senior, 15 points, 3 of 3 at the line. And he just found his way into the paint a bunch and would finish the bulk of those times. 11 from John Kelly, also down inside the lane, off the drives from Macy a couple of different times. He had 11 at halftime. The rest of the scoring, three-pointer from David Johns, and Lane Nichols hit one bucket inside. The Tigers, Lane Lively, 2 3-pointers. He has 8 to lead the way. Caleb Siebold with 4 points. Bo Richardson, Brady Hamill with 2 apiece. 1 free throw from Caleb Carlson. And obviously they've got some points to chip away at now, but maybe some inspiration from the Lady Tigers, who were down 9, you remember, at one time in the second quarter, and they came back to win the game by nearly double digits earlier tonight. They really played a great second half.
Well, yeah, I mean, if the Tigers come out and play anything close to what the Lady Tigers did in the second half, they'll be right in this game. But pretty tough in the paint, like you said. They're going to have to find an answer to that. Those first 2 guys that you mentioned from Minneapolis, 26 of the 31 first half points all in the paint there, those 2 guys. From the free throw line.
Yeah, 31-17. Before we go to break, I'll remind you, coming up this week, tomorrow night, K-State Wildcat men's basketball after the huge win in Norman on Saturday, and Marcus Foster, National Player of the Week. That announcement coming out on Monday with his heroics in the late seconds in overtime to beat the Sooners, 16th ranked in the nation. The Cats are at home tomorrow night, pregame at 6, tip-off at 7 from Bramlage, and they play Texas Tech. And then Friday night, the Clay Center Tigers back at home before a midseason tournament week coming up. They go to Hillsboro this year, first time for both the boys and girls to go to Hillsboro for the Trojan Classic. They'll play on Tuesday, but Friday night first, it's an NCKL matchup with the Abilene Cowboys. And Thursday night, you might know the Tiger Wrestlers will be at home, and limited times to get to see them on the home mat. They host Marysville at the Den. 31-17 here at the break. The Clay Center Tigers down by 14 when we come back.
Metal roofing isn't what it used to be. DecoraShake shingles offer the classic beauty and architectural detail of thick, rustic, hand-split wood shake shingles, but they're actually steel, giving you superior performance and longevity. DecoraShake shingles are interlocking metal panels providing a tough, weather-tight barrier. They're recommended and installed by Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement. They've built a reputation on quality work, customer satisfaction, and integrity. Visit GeislerRoofing.com.
At Patterson's Health Mart Pharmacy, the pharmacists are committed to making sure you understand the instructions that allow your prescriptions to be taken safely and effectively. They'll take the time to counsel you and set your mind at ease concerning your medications. Patterson's has healthcare aids such as walkers, canes, and lift chairs to help you with your daily mobility needs. Putting the care into healthcare is Patterson's Health Mart Pharmacy, with locations in Clay Center, Abilene, and Salina.
31-17. Both teams about to break huddle and head to the floor here for the second half. Minneapolis will go in with a 14-point lead, 31-17. Tigers will try to battle back. The Lions will start with Gavin Rothenberger, John Kelly, Josh Macy, Brandon Wolf, and also Gage Mortimer. With the Tigers will counter with Bo Richardson, Lane Lively, Ethan Rosine, Brady Hamill, and Caleb Carlson. Minneapolis will open with the basketball to begin the second half. Macy works it right side toward the baseline, cut off by Hamill. Now brings it back outside deep to Wolf. Left side wing is Mortimer. To Wolf, around right for Macy. Tigers in that zone, and they are packing it in a bit. Maybe dare the Lions to beat them from outside. Macy right wing. Skips left for Mortimer. He'll dribble penetrate, cut off. Now in a double team towards the lane. They get it low. Rothenberger takes it up inside and knocks it in off the glass. It's his first points for the 5'10 junior. He's able to post it up. Tigers now with Caleb Carlson wide open inside. Left-handed lane is good for Caleb down low. The Tigers answer the first bucket of the second half, 33-19. Just underway in this third quarter. Here's Mortimer for 2. No. Rebound weak side. Cleared away by Brandon Wolf. Now to the paint. Kelly takes it up. Blocked by Rosine. Ball tipped around the rebound. Lane Lively has it. And the Tigers back with possession down by 14. To the pole. What a look. Lively to Rosine for 2. Magic 2, quick draw, and it's 33-21. Looked off the defender and really left the open lane for Rosine, who went and finished it, and now we've got to travel against Minneapolis. Tigers with a little bit of momentum Rosine with the bucket, and also evidently had a bloody nose. Was not aware of in the first half. He's got a plug in one of the nostrils. So we'll keep an eye on that through the second half. This is maybe why he was out of the game from some of that second quarter we saw. Libby out top to Hamill. Right side wing and deep is Bo Richardson. Drives, kicks it out to Libby. Ball fakes it. Now he'll dribble, penetrate off balance, and good. The foul is going to be called before the shot. And Libby really creating on that play.
That was an awesome move. And too bad it wasn't NBA. That'd be continuation rule because he wouldn't have finished it and made it high arcer off the backboard.
It wouldn't have been questionable even in the NBA. Here's Richardson. Free throw line jumper. Rosine, no. Rebound tipped by Carlson. Now almost taken back by Richardson. It'll be Minneapolis the other direction. Macy in transition. Quick down the floor. Outside it comes to Wolf. 12-point Lions lead. 6:15 to work. We're in the third. Right side wing, Mortimer. Baseline right is, they bring it back out to Mortimer. Swing it around left to Macy. Now skip pass. Mortimer trying to keep it in bounds. Does. Richardson there on defense. Here's Wolf with the drive. Kick out left for Macy to the free throw line. Cut off there. Wolf takes the three. Now back up top for Macy. Right side, they swing it around to Mortimer. Josh Macy, dribble attacks to the lane. Blocked out of there, and a foul is going to be called. The outside official, kind of out of nowhere, calls the whistle where it looked like Brady Hamill had a whole lot of basketball. Instead, 2 free throws for Macy. Josh Macy, a 6-foot senior, 15 first-half points. He was 3 of 3 at the line. And makes it now 4-4 in the game. The foul on Hamill is his first. Libby will come out for a breather. Dalton Altizer in for the first time. He joins Hamill, Richardson, Rosine, and Carlson on the floor. 5:50 left third period. Tigers trailing by 13, 34-21. Josh Macy even more concerned with Dalton Altizer whether he was open down court and shooting the free throw, and he left it short. So the Tigers get the board. Hamill left baseline. Brady puts it toward the ground, toward the paint. Now hands it off to Rosine. Wild shot on the baseline right. Kind of pushed out of there by the defense. Threw his shot off. Here's Macy the other direction. Out top, David John. To Macy. Lobs it low. Rothenberger goes inside. Caught down in a trap, and now nearly taken away by Altizer. It'll be knocked out of down. Dalton, good hands and quickness to get over there. Batted toward the sideline and out. 34-21. Tigers trail by a baker's dozen. Here's Johns out top and using dribble off to Macy. Left and deep Mortimer. Around right to David Johns again. Now top with Macy. Jump past Mortimer. He'll try the 15-footer. It is a long shot. Rebound pulled away by Rosine. Altizer runs the break the other direction. Now runs point. Hesitation move. Gets toward the lane. Bumps on his way in there. Foul called against the Lions as Altizer drove the paint. Amigo leading Jeff West 25-22. Tyler Alderson has 8 points for the Red Raiders to lead the way. Now Libby back in. Also Caleb Siebold in the second half. Richardson will come out, as will Hamill for a break. Here's a lob to Rosine. Mid lane. Kick out left. Libby. 3-ball. Short. Long rebound. And it is going to be knocked out of bounds actually off the rim. Rosine trying to get to the basketball. Gavin Rothenberger shielding him from saving it back in. Tigers down 34-21. Full court pressure now by Clay Center. Kelly will inbound. Cannot run the baseline. Now they get a double team on David Johns. Back to Kelly, still in the backcourt. Kelly stops. Now to Johns, still in the backcourt, and he breaks the timeline. Now toward the baseline, stops, and out top it comes to Kelly. Left swing to Macy. High post. Siebold near steal. Kelly kicks it out right. Now at the top of the key is Macy. 34-21, Minneapolis by 13. Macy, a couple of dribbles. The Mortimer around right, they give it. Johns for 3, no good. Rebound, though, poked out of there by Minneapolis, and the Lions have another possession. Kick out again to John. Posting down inside is Jace McKinney. Near steal by Caleb Siebold. He got the basketball but didn't strip it away, and as he came down the arm of John Kelly, the foul was called on Caleb, his third. Well, Clay Center's going to have to do some scoring here, but defensively, they've really kind of shorted up. They're making Minneapolis work really hard. They're not getting those points in the paint like they were early in the most of the first half, but especially the first quarter. Here's a play inside the lane with a travel. Kelly had finished it. I think he thought he was getting a three-point play, but back to your point, they have not allowed Minneapolis to get into the rim like they did in the first half. And it's helped them kind of stay around. Down by 13, back with the basketball. Here's Brady Hamill, leans in the lane, left hand, no. Rosine brings down the offensive board. Ball fake. Hamill, pull-up jumper from 10, won't go. Rebound to Mortimer, and Minneapolis has it back. A couple of decent looks that time with the Tigers, just couldn't drop it home. David Johns, cross left to Macy. Josh Macy back right and deep. This is Johns to Kelly. To Johns out top, takes the three. Lobs it down to the baseline. Pull-up jumper is no good. Rebound weak side to Lane Lively. McKinney tried it from 10 feet out. Lively was the board. He'll attack. Hangs in the air again and drops it home. And they'll call this once for before the shot. That's twice Lane Lively has gotten in the air, banked it home. Both times they called the foul early. So exactly like fantastic no bucket. Yeah. Wow. Continuation rule needs to come to the Tigers here in the third quarter. 3:34 to work. 34-21. Tigers do keep the basketball. The foul was on Gage Mortimer, his second. 3:34 remains, third period. All ties are to inbound from the baseline, left of the glass. He looks in low. Tigers have a crowd in there. He lobs it out deep for Hamill at the point. Brady will kick it out deeper to Bo Richardson. Left on the wing is Lively. Inside the post, here's Hamill against Kelly, who's got those two fouls. Blocks it. Hamill gets it back. Now a reach in. This is probably against McKinney, not on Kelly. And it is. So good attack, though. If you could get Kelly to get that third foul, it'd be a big help for you. Tigers do keep the basketball on the baseline. To the corner right, Lively's got to look for three. Short. Rebound. Bumped inside is Kelly on the board. Brady Hamill will be called for his second. Lively had the two first-half threes, has had two really good looks. They just haven't got
And last time down, they had two really good looks. They just kind of started knocking them down, trying to get themselves back in this game.
34-21. The foul on Hamill is his second. He'll come out. Ian Rotman is in. Also, Atkinson Enking in for the Tigers. Here's Nichols across the timeline against pressure. In the corner, it goes to David John. Now he's used dribble. Altizer kicks it out of bounds. And it will be Minneapolis keeping the basketball on the sideline right in front of their own bench. David John's out top to Macy. Left wing, Nichols. Lane Nichols to Macy. Right side wing. They get it to David Johns. Tigers in that zone. 3 minutes to work, third quarter. Placing are trailing by 13. David Johns for three. Short. Rebound. Richardson has it. Tigers get the basketball back. Now the ball nearly thrown away. Altizer keeps possession for the Tigers. Good save by Dalton. Altizer, baseline right. Rotman lobs it low. He was trying to go inside the Lively, and it's taken away. Minneapolis back to the direction. Lions lead by 13. Nichols pull up. 15-footer air ball. Rebound away to Richardson. Tigers need to take advantage offensively off the stops they've gotten on the other end. 2:28 to work. They trail by 13. Here's Richardson stopping at the point. Needs help. Gets it away to Atkinson Enking. Now out to Lively again. Bo Richardson, top of the key, Rotman. Left elbow, kick out to Bo again. Richardson takes it right. Now to Dalton Altizer. 2:08 to work. Tigers looking for some offense. They got a post on the high and low side, on the ball side. Now it's ripped around the left wing. Pull-up jumper, Altizer gets the roll. Dalton Altizer gets it to go down, and the Tigers back within 11. 34-23. David Johns all the way down court. Ball almost taken away in the paint. It will be by Lyman and thrown off the line. And they will say that is Clay Center's basketball. Lane Lively heads up play. Atkinson Enking almost had the steal. He got it loose. And Lively falling out of bounds threw it off of Minneapolis line to secure the possession.
That was not only an athletic play by Lane, but also very intelligent.
Right. 34-23. And now the Tigers, with this possession, can get it back to single digits with 1:38 to go in the third quarter. And now we've got a timeout taken to the Tigers sideline. Bo Richardson had slipped as he got to the front court, and Coach Williams saving that possession. 34-23, $1:36 to go. Third quarter, You're listening to Tiger Basketball 100.9.
Let's face it, you need to keep working even when the temperatures keep dropping. That's why you should switch to Cenex Winterized Premium Diesel Fuels. They contain an advanced performance additive package that gives you serious weather protection while optimizing power and fuel economy. Choose from extreme to moderate climate coverage, all designed to keep your equipment and vehicles running their best during cold weather. Get serious winter protection. Ask for Cenex Winterized Premium Diesel Fuels at Farmway Co-op. Cenex is a brand of CHS. Come home to Twin Valley, the company you trust for all your entertainment services. Twin Valley has the fastest high-speed internet, the newest digital TV, wireless phones, security services, and much more. Twin Valley services outperform the competition for less money every month, and it's easy to switch over. Call their office and speak with a customer service representative to find out how you can get Twin Valley for all your communication and entertainment needs. Twin Valley, one company, one call, your call.
Minute 36 to work here in the third. Tigers trailing 34-23, but they have the basketball. They were down 14 at halftime. They're trying to chip away at it before they get to the fourth. Lane Lively with the dribble out top. He goes wing right to Bo Richardson. Bo out top for Rotman. They swing it left now to Lively. Caleb Carlson posting. Here's Richardson at the point. Right side wing, Rotman. Minute 20 to work. Now the top, Lively. Good catch. Turns and squares. It's strong. Rebound inside. Atkinson Inking had it for a moment. Then Lively saves it. And the Tigers still have the basketball. Rotman gives it off to Lively. A minute 6 to work. Lane Lively, the dribble out top. Right on the wing for Rotman. Carlson trying to post against Kelly with his 2 fouls. Richardson at the point. Left wing to Lively. He'll dribble attack left side. Haynes in the lane and puts it up and down. Lively has 10, and the Tigers have cut this lead down to single digits. 34-25. Minneapolis against the full court pressure. The Mortimer in the front court, and he'll be fouled on his way around Caleb Carlson as he was attacking the lane. What a finish again by Lane Lively. This time no foul call, so he was able to get the shot again.
Yeah, he's made 3 or 4 impressive drives here in this third quarter. A couple of times he got fouled and they called him on the floor even though he instantly made the shot.
Double team immediately off the inbound. Minneapolis against the Tiger D. David Johns outside the wall. Left wing deep, Mortimer. He skips it long right to John. 30 seconds left, third quarter. Tigers have the lead down to 9. They've trailed by as many as 16 in this game. David Johns, dribble penetrate, kicks it off and low to Kelly, and he's hammered by Ian Rotman. Kelly will shoot 2. 11 first half points. He's yet to score in the second half, and that tells you how much the Tigers have shored up the defense. While Josh Macy had 15 first half points, and that's on 7 field goals. And Kelly had 11, and he had 5 field goals. They have yet to hit a field goal in the second half, those 2.
And what was the score at the first quarter?
17-10.
Yeah.
And 31-17. And now they've held them to 3 thus far in this quarter. Kelly misses on both free throws. Mortimer, though, the offensive rebound, and he's fouled as the Tigers didn't clear the missed free throw. And now Minneapolis will have it on the baseline. That'll be the 16th foul against the Tigers. The foul on Bo Richardson, his second in the game. From the baseline, Josh Macy will inbound. Left of the window. Looking in low. 5 count is on. Now he lobs it out. Carlson near steal. Caleb knocks it out of bounds. Minneapolis keeps the basketball. 18.2 seconds left here in the third. Macy will inbound from the sideline for Minneapolis. Gets it to Wolf, gets it right back. Lane Lively pressuring on him. 13 seconds now. Josh Macy with 10 out top. Kelly right back to Josh Macy with 7. The 6 free throw line. Ball fakes. He got Lively in the air and just leaned in to make the contact. And a foul called against the Tiger guard. It'll be a heady play by Josh Macy to get himself to the stripe. He is 4 of 5 from the free throw line in the game. He gets 2 free throws here. The first one is good. He's now 5 of 6 and has 17 points tonight. Tigers now trail by 10 with 5 seconds to work. Josh Macy made the first. Second free throw is good as well. 36-25. Tigers with 3. With 2. Bo Richardson, he'll get a shot away. Out it goes, just rimming away. Headed to the fourth quarter. Tigers cut into the lead. They're down by 11 when we come back.
Central Valley Ag wants to help you get the most out of your irrigation investment with Aqua Systems Water Management. Ag Information Manager Trevor Smith tells us it starts with a moisture probe buried in your field.
It's a 48-inch PVC pipe that has sensors every 4 inches that read the soil moisture.
No more over or under watering. Talk to your CVA field sales agronomist for details.
Central Valley Ag, where the customer comes first.
We know you're busy and we have just the product for you. It's secure, it's convenient, it's easy. No time to make a deposit at the bank? Click it with UBT's new mobile deposit service. Simply sign, click, and submit your check image for deposit. Speak with your local branch representative on qualification details on mobile deposit. United Bank and Trust. You bank, we deliver. Member FDIC. Mobile remote deposits functional on iPhone and Android apps only. Data rates may apply. Check with your mobile phone carrier for details.
Play Center Tiger defense keeping them in this thing right now. They hold the Minneapolis Lions to just 5 third-quarter points, and now they have the basketball to start down by 11, so a chance to get it back once again to single digits. It'll be Play Center with the basketball. Dalton Altizer to Bo Richardson. Wraparound pass inside. Caleb Carlson hangs in the air and then drops it in off the glass. He now has 5. The lead is down to 9. Great pass from Richardson. And now an inadvertent whistle against the Tigers, Caleb Siebold. And he's been wrong place, wrong time a couple of times this evening on a foul call, including that one, his 4th. But a big bucket by Carlson puts the Tigers right back within 9 points.
Well, Macy's one of those guys that drive you crazy if you're on the other team. They're just coming down the floor. If he has a little nudge on you, he'll just cut right in front of you. You run into him, and they call a foul on you.
1-and-1 chance, and he knocks in the front end of the 1-and-1. He now has 18 points in this game. Ian Roteman boxing out. Macy took offense to the hard box out. Now the officials are explaining to everyone to just maybe take a deep breath. Second free throws up and also good. So 19 for Josh Macy. The Tigers trail now by 11. Right sideline, Dalton Altizer down the court. Here's Carlson again with a left hand and good. Back-to-back buckets by Caleb Carlson. And it's 38-29. Good recognition down court for the Tigers in the press break. Down court pass to Mortimer. And Altizer knocks it away. Great hustle play by Bo Richardson. He played goalie down inside the lane for the Tigers. And a glove save gives the Tigers the possession back down by 9. That ball was going through the goal in the lane, if you will. And somehow Bo Richardson just belly flopped his dive right and saved that from going through. It keeps the possession with the Tigers. Here's Altizer. Trouble out near the timeline. It's taken away by Mortimer. Shoveled down the floor. Josh Macy picks it up, and he will drop it in. Huge turn of events against the Tigers, who had possession down by 9. Now they trail by 11 with 6:45 to go. Altizer right wing against Josh Macy. Inside to Carlson. He's fouled. And Caleb Carlson becoming a force right now for the Tigers in the paint. He'll get 2 free throws.
That's only the second bucket for Minneapolis here in the second half.
And it came off a really odd play. The ball got loose. It was pushed down court. Macy picked it up and finished it. Carlson's first free throw is good. So Caleb, who had a good night Friday in the win over Chapman, and he knocked in 8 points, backing it up here with a free throw that gives him 9 points in the game, and 7 of those in the second half. And the lead's down to 10 again. The foul on Gavin Rothenberger was his 3rd, team's 5th for Minneapolis. Carlson buries both. He's in double digits with 10. 40-31. Full court pressure now with the Tigers. Wolf in the backcourt. Tigers pressuring. Wolf brings it across, still being pressured by Atkinson and King, and now outside to David John. Ball fake, kicks it left. Here's Macy. Fakes the 3 to Wolf. Right side wing. They go to the block. for Kelly. He'll muscle it up in the lane. No. Rebound tipped out of there. Picked up, though, by Minneapolis Johns, and it'll be a reach and foul against the Tigers. That's an unfortunate bounce, really, for Clay Center. The ball came off pretty quick off the rim, it seemed like, and they got a good poke out and been able to bring it in.
And that's 19 fouls on the Tigers now, so Minneapolis is going to have to miss a few free throws here down the stretch and help the Tigers out.
Yeah, the score in on the Concordia-Marysville matchup at half, it was 37-25. Concordia leading 37-25 over Marysville. Cooper Holmes, 21 points, 11 boards at halftime. David Johns here knocks in the first free throw. He has 4 points now in the game. The lead is 10, and now make it 11 as he buries both charities. 6:17 to work. Tigers quickly down the floor. Here's Live, and he'll be bumped. 16 foul. And the Tigers finding a transition game was the release each time, and Caleb Carlson's taking advantage. This time they had to foul Lane Lively. Tigers on the inbounds need to get something in play. There's Cade Wallace with it right wing. Back to the corner for Lively. Skip pass left Richardson. Bo will attack right side and kicked off of his own leg and out of bounds. And back to Minneapolis. 42-31. 6:07 to work, fourth quarter. Tigers trailing here by 11. They were down 14 at half. They've had it down to 9 points 2 or 3 times. Full court pressure. Kelly in the backcourt to Wolf. Still in the backcourt. Now to Kelly. Still holds in the backcourt. Can count getting close to Josh Macy. And a 10-second violation. The Tigers would not let the ball get advanced up the floor, and they forced the turnover.
That brings the folks off the bench. Coach Hill is like,
you love it when you force those in the backcourt. Ethan Rosine back into the Tigers. Lane Lively will inbound it near the scorer's table. Caleb Carlson, Cade Wallace, Bo Richardson out there along with Rosine as mentioned. Wallace in the backcourt brings it across against Wolf. Cade, right side, has a 5 count on. Now picks it out top to Rosine. Ethan goes left from the rim to Richardson. 5:40 left. Tigers down by 11 with the basketball. Here's Lively. Wing right. Works it toward the baseline. A little hesitation dribble. Now stops. Ball pushed away. That's on Mortimer. That'll be his 4th or 5th. I think that's maybe number 4 against Gage Mortimer, the senior. And this will be a bonus situation. The Tigers now get to the 1-1. That's the 4th on Mortimer. Down by 11. Important points, maybe without clock moving.
They are starting to score here a little bit, but now Minneapolis has actually gotten a little bit of fire, and we can start shutting them down again. Keep scoring like we are. Get back in this game.
First sprint of the 1-1 comes off for Lane Lively. And so the rebound to Minneapolis. Again, pressure for the Tigers. Nichols, who looked like he walked with it, got away with it. Down low, Lane won't go. Inside for Rothenberger now. Down court pass Lively to Rosine. Blocked and a foul called. Ethan Rosine will shoot 2. Lane Lively always with the head up, looking down the court. Rosine will get 2 free throws. Trailing 42-31. 5:20 left fourth quarter. Again, a chance to score points with that clock stopped at 5:20. 2 free throws this time. Rosine. First, rims off right side. 42-31. Caleb Carlson, big second half, comes to the sideline for a breather. Altizer, Wallace, Lively, Richardson on the court, and Rosine at the line to shoot the second free throw. This one is good. Ethan now with 3 points in the game. Coach Williams will get a substitution in for Rosine to set up the full court pressure. And it's Anthony Atkinson-King. 42-32. Double team here. Opportunity. Nichols at the right sideline. Now Altizer. They got him from behind. Ball in possession, though, for Minneapolis. Left in the wing and deep to David Johns. Toward the block. Now out deep for Josh Macy. Tigers down 10. 5:05 to work. Fourth period. Minneapolis with a basketball to the post. Kelly pulls the trigger. It's strong. Rebound. Tips up and good by Rothenberger, who has 4. The Tigers didn't clear the defensive board. Rothenberger really a heads-up tip-in off the glass. Lead is 12 now for Minneapolis. Here's Cade Wallace, left and deep to Altizer. High post is Lively. Ball fake, drives, strip away, gets it back, takes it up, and good off glass. Back to 10-point ball game. Full court pressure for the Tigers once more. Josh Macy breaks it with the dribble for the lane all the way to the 10. No good. Rebound Lively. And the Tigers have a transition to their own. Altizer, cross paint. Richardson fouled from behind. Tigers get to the stripe to shoot 2 with the clock stopped now at 4:24.
Tigers just won't go away in this basketball game. They've cut it to double digits or to single digits a couple of times. Chance to do that again.
Lively with 12 points now to lead the Tigers. So Richardson at the line to shoot 2. Both teams will be in the double bonus from here on out. Free throw from Richardson is strong. 4:24 remain. Trying to cut the lead back down to 9. Minneapolis will make a couple of substitutions before that free throw is shot. Now the Hutchins, new head coach here at Minneapolis. Free throw from Richardson. He makes the second. 44-35. Still 4:23 to go. Tigers have it down to 9 points. Pressure in the backcourt. Foul against the Tigers. The freshman, Exton Enking, and this will be 2 free throws on the other end for Gavin Rothenberger. 44-35. Gavin Rothenberger to shoot 2. We mentioned tomorrow night K-State men's basketball in the air. They're at home against Texas Tech. Thursday night, not on the air, but the Tiger Wrestlers are back at it. They will host Marysville. Friday night, coverage will start at 6 from the Den. Tigers host Abilene, and the Twin Valley League tournament begins this Saturday morning. Those brackets will be out tomorrow. Both free throws are good. Down court pass Lively to Richardson. Kick out. Here's Hamill. Open from 15. Rims off. Lively. Stick back. Almost goes in. He will draw the foul. Lively like a bullet shooting to the lane. Got the board. Nearly kicked it in off the glass. He does draw the foul. That goes in. It's really huge.
That was pretty impressive.
11-point ball game. 4:10 to work, and that foul on Gage Mortimer is his 5th, so he comes out. Lane Lively to shoot 2. 46-35 ball game. Free throw up, free throw, rims out. Lane thought that was down. Just to cut it to 10. 11-point Lions lead. Lively this time is good. He has 13 in the game. Atkinson Instinct will come back on for the Tigers as Altizer will come out. Gives them a chance to set up the full court pressure. It's into Nichols in the backcourt. Double team on him. Back to Kelly. Now to Wolf. Double team on him without a dribble. Now to Kelly. Nichols still in the backcourt. Lively near steal. Kelly into the front court. Picks it up. Now he gets it out deep to Nichols. Wallace on him. Midway point, fourth quarter. Tigers down by 10. Off it comes to David Johns. Johns will dribble attack. Free throw line jumper, and he's fouled by Hamill. 2 free throws for the 6'2 senior. Now he got him to take a shot that I don't think Minneapolis wanted, but Hamill coming across trying to defend caught the arm. 2 free throws for David Johns. First one rims off. So the lead stays at 10 with 3:47 to work here in the ballgame. Caleb Carlson back in. And that'll give the Tigers Carlson, Lively, Hamill, Richardson, and Wallace on the floor. 3:47 to work, fourth period. 46-36. Free throw misses. Rebound to Caleb Carlson. Out with 2, Lane Lively. Tigers up the floor. Left side is Richardson. Goes to the baseline. Stops. Now to Lively. Works it right. Hands it off to Cade Wallace. Cade behind the back. Now between the legs against Nichols. Unable to shake him. Gives it off to Richardson left side. Dribble penetrates all the way to the glass. Takes it up. Blocks. And the rebound comes away to Minneapolis. 3:24 remains here in the ball game. Tigers down by 10. Left baseline. John outside to Macy. And a timeout now taken by the Lions sideline. 3:17 to work. Tigers trail 10 when we come back.
Your chance to stock up on featured grocery items are in the Wow Bins at Ray's Apple Market, and they're spread out throughout the store to catch your attention wherever you are. From dry soup mixes and sports drinks to snack items and canned goods, you'll find great savings in the Wow Bins. Stock the pantry with the variety of grocery items you'll want to have on hand. Ray's Apple Market continues to help you stretch your budget and save you money. Ray's Apple Market, your town, your store.
Case IH Axial Flow Combine set the industry standard for reliability, grain quality and savings, crop adaptability, and simplicity. Brune Implement Company offers you a comprehensive line of 6 available models from 265 to 483 base horsepower. From the proven workhorse 40 series to the technology-leading 30 series with standard self-leveling cleaning systems and Power Plus CVT drives. Brune Implement Company has a Case IH Axial Flow Combine that's right for you.
Tigers down 46-36. We're working our way through the fourth quarter. Still 3:17 to go here, Walt, but the Tigers missing out on a few opportunities to get that lead down within reach.
Yeah, and time's starting to get away from them. They still got enough time, but they're going to have to probably make every possession count from here on out.
Minneapolis will have the basketball. Tigers match up man-to-man. Bo Richardson out on Josh Macy. Both teams in the double bonus. Macy's used his dribble, now to Nichols against Cade Wallace. Left and deep it goes now to David Johns against Libby. He'll hand it off to Nichols. Wallace again pressuring. Nichols with the 5 count on now picks his dribble up on the sideline left, trying to get rid of it. Does so to Kelly. Caleb Carlson on him. 2:50 now remains in the ball game. 10-point ball game. 5 count on. It's given away to Johns. Tigers good pressure. Minneapolis able to handle it this far. Johns attacks the paint. Lay-in, no. Rebound to Kelly. Jump ball call. The arrow goes to Minneapolis. They still lead it by 10. 2:41 remains. Lions will inbound from the baseline and lob it out deep to Kelly. Now to Rothenberger. And it off left side. John thought about the 3. Doesn't take it. Now to Josh Macy. He'll attack. Drops it off inside to Rothenberger for 2. Rothenberger with 8 second half points, and the lead back up to a dozen now. Lane Libby, right wing deep. Looks down low here. Back to his bucket is Brady Hamill. He'll muscle it up. There's a chance at a 3-point play for the Hammerhead. They got the position inside and finished after the contact. 48-38. And again, the Tigers keeping themselves afloat right now.
Looks like I know they don't want to. They want to get the steal, but Minneapolis is holding on to the ball pretty well. They're probably going to have to foul.
Free throw from Hamill is good. And now back on to set up the full court pressure is Atkinson, Enneking, and Dalton Altizer. Richardson, Lively, and Carlson stay in. Down by 9, 2:19 to work. Full court pressure. Good double team. Richardson and Atkinson, Enneking, and a near tie-up. They get rid of it. Macy in the backcourt still. Boy, Atkinson, Enneking, I thought had the jump ball. They didn't blow the whistle, and now they'll get him for a foul trying to get through a screen out near half court. 48-39. So it will be at the free throw stripe now for Gavin Rothenberger. But they got the jump ball call off. Just great hands by Atkinson, Enneking, and they didn't get it called. So at the free throw line is Rothenberger, who misses on the first of the 2 charity. 2:09 still remains, leading by 9 points. Second free throw, no good. Rebound, though, Minneapolis clears an offensive board, and they have time to milk down again. Josh Macy, dribble drive to the lane. Lane is up, and the lay-in good. He now has 23 in the game, and the Tigers trail by 11. Lane Libby, he'll attack. Foul, goes to the floor. And Lane Libby will get a chance to shoot 2. Still 1:53 to go.
I think he's done a really nice job attacking the hoop here in the second half.
He has 13 points now in the game. 2 free throws coming here. And the first one's up and good. Libby with 14. Hamill will come back in. Carlson will come out. 10-point ball game. Still 1:53 to go in this contest. Maybe Tigers won earlier, 48-39. Leiby parries both free throws. He has 15. Again, the full court pressure. Josh Macy up the court to Nichols. He brings it across with a dribble. He will hold it out between the circles. Now off to Josh Macy. Tigers needing to pressure. Macy attacks the baseline. Now kicks it out to Kelly. Top of the key, Rothenberger. He'll hold. 1:35 to work, down by 9. Coach Williams calling for his team to stop the clock with a foul. Here's Macy. He lobs it low. Rothenberger shot up, shot good. He has 10 second-half points, 52-41. All ties are down court. Kicks it left, Hamill. Three-point look on its way, and it's long. Rebound weak side. Tipped around, picked up by David John. Minute 13 to work. And now we have a foul called that will stop the clock with a minute 11 to go, and the Tigers down by 11 points. To the free throw line will go David Johns to shoot 2. He has 5 points in the game, just 2 of 6 from the line thus far. Foul was on Atkinson Henniking, and will be his 3rd. Free throw up, and it crawls in. So Johns now with 6 points. Cade Wallace and Caleb Carlson back on the floor for the Tigers, down by 12, a minute 11 left to go. Senior for Minneapolis carries both free throws and puts the lead now back to 13, 54-41. Here's Leiby. The top to Carlson left. Richardson. Top of the key, Wallace. Takes on the 3. Now left alone for 3, and it's strong. Rebound Leiby. Stick back, fouled. He's back at the free throw line. Lane Leiby, an offensive board. He'll get 2 more free throws here. Lane Leiby's been everywhere here in the second half of the Tigers. That's 7 rebounds for him on the night. Wow. It was 15 points. He'll try to add to that point total. It's the first one to crawl home. He's now 4 of 6 from the stripe. 54-42. Tigers down by 12, now 58 seconds to me. Tiger sideline have 3 subs ready to come in for the press. Leiby knocks in the free throw. And now actually a timeout's going to be taken for the Tiger sideline. 54-43. There's 58 seconds remaining here in Minneapolis. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on 100.9.
The Northeast Kansas First Trials are in, and the Oldie C 2414 corn hybrid takes first place with an impressive 208.6 bushel performance, outperforming 35 other hybrids in 4 locations. And if you're concerned about managing risk this season, ask about our new Drought Guard hybrids that are delivering record yields. Contact Oldie C today at 877-692-4555. That's 877-692-4555.
Girton Propane has been providing services and employment opportunities since 1954. Continued growth keeps them on the lookout for qualified company and owner-operator drivers. If you're interested in joining the Girton team, call Andy at 800-232-0170. Girton transports liquid commodities throughout 48 states and is a recognized leader within the transport industry. Girton Propane is committed to excellence, safety, and quality service. Girton, the responsible choice.
54-43 ball game. The Tigers will bring the full court pressure out of this timeout. They trail by 11. Just under a minute to go. Full court pressure. Rothenberger brings it inbounds. Wolf in the backcourt. Now brings it up the left sideline. Wolf, top of the key, turns and spins. Now near the timeline. Tigers playing straight up, trying to get a double team now. Josh Macy bumped from behind Caleb Steeple. That'll be his 5th. And he has not had a chance to be on the floor, but scored 4 points in these limited minutes. But has to come out here on the bump. 46.9 to go, and Josh Macy back at the free throw line. He has 23 points tonight.
And kind of a march to the free throw line. This will be, after these 2 free throws, it'll be 20-shot free throws for Minneapolis in the second half.
And Josh Macy shot a bunch of those. He's had 2, 4, 7 free throw attempts thus far, and he's hit on 6 of those. 55-43. Make it 7 of 8, and that's all second half free throws, I should say. 10 of 11 for the ball game. Tigers turn it over in transition. In the backcourt, Josh Macy with 35. Clay Center trailing 56-43. Straight up man-to-man. Looking for a steal somewhere. Altizer tries for it. Nichols has it. Now near the timeline it comes to Kelly. David Johns. Campbell chasing. Now they go baseline right with 17 seconds. Here's Kelly. Out to Josh Macy with 13. They'll attack the lane. Stop. Take it right baseline with 9. Tigers trail by 13, and Minneapolis is going to escape with the win. Clay Center kind of dug a deep enough hole they just couldn't quite get all the way out of, and they'll lose a 56-43 ball game here on the road against the Minneapolis line. Stay with us. We'll come back to wrap things up for Minneapolis. Tigers a 13-point loss on the road at Minneapolis.
The wait is just about over. Arriving soon at Hanson Ford will be the 2015 Ford F-150, the toughest, smartest, most capable, and most efficient F-150 ever built. It's a better truck for Ford customers featuring an all-new, high-strength steel frame, and the F-150 is the first in its class to have a military-grade aluminum alloy body and bed. Oh, the places you'll go and the things you'll be able to do with the 2015 Ford F-150 trucks. Coming soon to Hanson Ford and Clay Center, and well worth the wait.
Being a student athlete means carrying great responsibility because you represent not only yourself, but also your family, school, and community. Taking pride in academics is as important as taking pride in athletics. So whether in the classroom or on the court or field, develop passion for what you do. Be determined in your endeavors and work hard to achieve your goals. These qualities will help you succeed and find fulfillment now and in the next chapters of your life. We're proud to stand behind you, Tigers. We're Clay County National Bank, member FDIC.
Do you believe professionalism should be rewarded? When you find a contractor who shows up early, works long days, gets the job done on time with expertise, cleans up so well you can't tell they've been there except for the fact their work is finished and looking great, you know that's the only contractor you'll ever want to hire. These are words that an actual customer has used to describe McGee Roofing. The customer has used McGee Roofing twice and will again. Reward professionalism, hire McGee Roofing.
Hey, Tiger fans, the lights are on, the team is ready, and the coaching staff has put together a successful game plan for tonight's game. Have you thought about your insurance game plan? This is Jim Gearhan with Farmers Union Insurance. Let us help put together a game plan for all your insurance needs. We cover everything from cars, trucks, boats, and motorcycles to homes, combines, and businesses. We can even help insure your retirement. Stop by and see us at 426 Lincoln Avenue, downtown Clay Center, a proud supporter of Tiger Athletics.
Once again, back in Minneapolis, along with our studio engineer, Chase Elliott, we have Wonk Wallace Rocky Downing with you, the Tigers, as we head to post-game tonight with a loss 56-43. It was a ball game, Wonk, that they fell behind 11-3. They fell behind by 14 at halftime. They never went away in the ball game, but it was almost like they'd get a little ways up the hill and just couldn't quite get to the crest of the thing.
No, Minneapolis could never put us away. We did a really good job defensively for after the first quarter. I thought, we were in that zone. We made them work a lot harder to get points. And then when we had our chances to really get back in the game, we couldn't score. And we still hung around, though. But then Minneapolis scored a lot from the free throw line once we had to start fouling the last 3 minutes or so.
Several possessions down 8 or 9 with a chance to cut it deeper, and we didn't cash those in. And when that happened, it just kind of gave breathing room to Minneapolis in the ball game.
Yeah, and they had Macy. I don't know how many points you'll get.
25 points.
Yeah, big man. He was a killer for us. And I thought we had some guys who played some really, really well. I really think that Caleb Carlson and Lane Lively having really good games, especially in the second half of both those guys.
The 56-43 final, you were looking for the numbers. It was 25 points, 10 of 11 at the stripe for Josh Macy to lead the way. They get 11 from John Kelly. That was all first half points. Gavin Rothenberger had 10. That's all second half points. David Johns had 7, and they would only hit 1 3-pointer in this ball game. They also got a 2-point bucket from Lane Nichols. The Tigers get 16 from Lane Lively. He hit 2 threes in the first half, and then really went to the rack a bunch in the second half. He would connect on 4 of 7 from the free throw stripe, 16 points. Caleb Carlson, 9 points. 6 of those, the 3 buckets he had in the third quarter really made a dent in the Lions' lead. He would finish with 9, 3 of 4 at the free throw line. 5 points from Brady Hamill. Caleb Siebold had 4. Ethan Rosine with 3. Bo Richardson with 3. And Dalton Altizer knocked in 1 bucket for Tigers, a 56-43 loss here tonight. The Lady Tigers did win earlier, 48-39. They came from behind and really put together a fantastic second half. They were led by Macy Franson's 14, 11 from Lauren Williams, Courtney Hamill 10, and Macy Diekman with 8 in that contest. Tonight's postgame is brought to you by Clay County National Bank, Vicky Roofing, Farmers Union Insurance, Jim Deerhand, Republican Valley Irrigation, and Debenham Electric Heating and Air. Well, thanks for the road trip to Minneapolis tonight.
Enjoyed it. A lot of good basketball.
Was. Both games had some good things happening. The Lady Tigers look to win. Tiger boys take the loss. They'll host Abilene on Friday night. Thanks for the work. Gary Carlson tonight stopped in for his first opportunity Tiger basketball this year. Walt Wallace, our studio engineer, Chase Elliott. This is Rocky Downing telling you, enjoy the rest of your Sports Tuesday.